when I talked to patients, I would get all kinds of a consistent pattern of people would say, I remember one guy who was from South Philly would tell me that he went into a bar one time and his buddy came up to him and offered him a drink because that's what they would do on a Friday night. And he just reflexively had a couple of sips. Then he's talking to his buddy, etc. And after a while, he realized that that's all he had was a couple of sips. And he had no desire to continue drinking.
Mm-hmm.
And so he left the beer at the bar. And he said that was the first time in his life he ever did that.
Yeah.
And so I would hear stories like that. But at the VA, people were also participating in basically an AA-oriented program where they would come in for day treatment. And the counselors would hear these stories, but they still didn't buy it. They're still resistant. And the question is, why were they not excited to hear that their patients were saying, all of a sudden my urge to drink is much less? And I think it's because that the naltrexone doesn't neatly fit into their model, their paradigm of what alcohol addiction is.
Right.
That if it's a spiritual disease, you shouldn't get better from taking a medicine. And then if you challenge that notion, that challenges everything they believe about what alcohol addiction is. And so there is initial resistance in the treatment community that this naltrexone didn't work. So they would have a bunch of excuses like, well, it doesn't work for some people, or maybe it causes these side effects. So there'd be a million reasons why they would say naltrexone was not a good answer.